EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Jackson, first play, going to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now Jackson going to take off with it. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
47 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. They go play action now. Jackson.
That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Watson's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw is Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get on the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. The Ravens did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Browns drive about to get started. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on to it? And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
All right, partner, Deuces wild in this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack.
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a chance here to make this a 2-score swing, maybe even take the lead.
It wasn't that long ago in this game. They looked like they were a little bit out of it, didn't they? But how about the safety? Get the ball back. Now a chance to take the lead. They are roaring on offense.
Yeah, you just kind of feel it. Fresh juice on their side.
Definitely.
A good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Isaiah Likely.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Ravens are able to move back in front.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Watson. He's got a man, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Here's Watson. It's caught. Cooper.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Will come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
No, we changed it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Watson now to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A 3rd quarter now, and a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the red zone now, Watson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third, Watson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Calais Campbell able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. York able to send this one through, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Jackson. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Jackson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties. They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Let's go. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets him that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Watson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On on first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Tucker's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
To throw, Watson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with the option. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Hey, middle.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory.